I'm writing my paper about obesity for my composition class. I'm going to go to Google Chrome first. I'm first going to just type in the word obesity. I'm going to read through the little parts on the website to see which one I think is the best. I'm going to click on the third one because it is the actual Obesity Society. I'm just looking for information about obesity on the website, which I'm not really finding. It's more about just the society and how to join. So I'm going to go back to Google. I'm going to go with the first choice this time because it was the first choice, so it probably is the best of what Google thinks. I'm going to read through some of the information on this website. So this website has a good definition for what obesity is. So I'm going to copy and paste the definition into a Word document so I can put it into my own words later. I've put it into a Word document and I'm just going to leave it there just to come back to later on. It's kind of a note page. I'm going to go back to the Google page and read through the website's information. The website gives causes of obesity, so I'm also going to copy and paste that into a Word document to use in my research later. There were other factors besides just the main ones they listed, so I'm going to add those as the causes too. I'm just reading through the information again on the Google page. The site gives 2 ways that you would be tested to see the health risks from the weight you're gaining. So I'm going to also put that on the note page. One of the tests is a body mass index, and just for clarification, I'm going to put that I need to look up a good definition for this later on in my notes. And I'm going to highlight it just so I don't forget about it. Going back to the Google page again to read about the treatment. There are different treatments, so I'm just going to go back to my note page and write treatments, and then I'm just going to list the main ones, which are changing your lifestyle, medications, and herbal remediation, surgery, so I'm going to copy the URL of the website and paste it in my notes so I can come back later on when I'm writing my paper or getting ready to write my paper and get more details about the different kinds of treatments. I'm just typing a note in my notes about reminding myself to get more details about the treatments later on. I'm now going to go to Google and try to find some actual numbers about the obesity in America. So I typed in obesity statistics in the Google bar, and I'm just going to read through the choices that came up. I'm going to click on the first one that deals with CDC because my mom works there and I know that it's a good company. So it gives national obesity trends about adults and how many children through the age of 2 and 19 years old are obese. So I'm just going to copy and paste that so I can use that as a quote in my paper from the CDC. So I'm just going to paste that. just looking through the CDC website again. The website is saying that obesity and diagnosed diabetes in leisure time physical inactivity in 2008, all those conditions were primarily in the South and Appalachia, so I'm going to write about that and how it's lower in the Northeast and West, so I'm going to try to find out why it's like that. So I'm just going to post that in my notes page again, and then go back to the website. I'm going to go back to Google, and I'm going to go to the Google bar. I'm clicking on a facts about obesity. This is just giving more numbers. It tells about adults over the age of 20 and then breaks it up into what percent of men and women. So I'm going to take that statistic from this website. This website is saying that the overweight and obese American number has increased since 1960, and it talks about the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey. So I'm gonna also put that in my notes and then look into what kind of stuff is on the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey. I'm just gonna make a note of that in my notes to look up what's on the survey.